Hi, I'm Amanda, student physical therapist assistant with South University's PTA program, and I'm here today with Camille. This video is going to be for educational purposes only and not instructional, so South University and myself will not take any responsibility or liability for any injuries incurred by the use of this outside of this project. If you choose to perform these exercises, you're going to be doing so at your own risk. So Camille, today we're going to be focusing on some exercises that are going to be working on balance and stability. Particularly, we're going to be doing some kneeling exercises on an unstable surface. And this is something you would want to do in the minimum protection phase of rehab, and this could be good for anybody who's working on their knees, maybe a gardener, mechanic, and even a mother with a child or a nanny could be doing this while moving things. It's going to help keep that stability in the hips. So before we get started, do I have your consent to continue?
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get started on an exercise, we're going to go ahead and do some type of warm-up. And what I thought would be a good warm-up for this would be to stretch the quads and then the hip flexors, because if you have any tightness in those joints, it might be a little bit difficult. So we're going to go ahead and get that a little more flexible. So the first one we'll do is a quad stretch. So you're going to lean on one leg, bring the other one up behind you, and hold just above the ankle joint so you're not stressing that joint. Then you're going to pull back till you feel a stretch on the front of your thigh there, and then you're going to stop. And hold it there for, you can start out at 15 seconds and then work your way up to 30 seconds. And you're going to want to do this about 4 times on each side. Okay? Go ahead and try the other side. Okay, good. So the next one that we're going to go ahead and do is going to be the hip flexor stretch, or the iliopsoas stretch. We're going to come down to about a half kneeling position. And then you're going to go ahead and bring this leg a little bit forward. And then you'll go ahead and start to lean into that leg. And you should feel it there on your right side of stretching that hip flexor. Same thing, you're going to start out at 15 seconds if it's a little difficult, work your way to 30, and do this about 4 times. And again, you'll do this on both sides. Okay, good. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is going to be, go ahead and get on this Bosu ball. I'll give a demonstration first. So you're going to come down on your knees. Try to keep your knees about hip width apart. And then we're going to start out with what's called a P&F pattern. So you're going to just go through this motion. You're going to bring your hands over here to your hip and then come up across. You're going to continue to do that while trying to maintain your balance here on the ball. And then I'll let you go ahead and do that. We'll do it about 5 times just for demonstration purposes. Good?
Sorry.
So go ahead and, engage your core, tighten your core there for me. And then go ahead and start with that motion. Good. And so this is going to be good for hip stabilization. You're going to be working on your glutes or your butt muscles there, your abductors, so the hip muscles on the side, and then your hip flexors, everything a little bit. Your core is going to be engaged, and then with that rotational component, you're also going to be working on the obliques, and of course the arms and shoulders as well. So you would want to do this. We can count each motion back and forth as 1 rep, and we could do that 8 to 10 times for 2 to 3 sets. Okay, next, to progress this exercise, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to give you this weighted ball here. And this is good for once you become stable and comfortable in that first position, it's no longer challenging, you can add this to create that challenge. So go ahead and do the same pattern. We'll do it 5 times for demonstration purposes. And in reality, what you would want to do is about 8 to 10 reps, 2 to 3 sets, like I said earlier. We're at 3, 4, and 5. And again, always keeping that core engaged, trying to keep your hips stabilized. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to have you get in that same kneeling position, but you can go ahead and face me. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw you the ball, and you're going to catch it. So this is going to add a perturbation or a challenge that's going to help you to, again, engage that core, keep those muscles stabilized while we're doing this, okay? So 1, 2, 4, and 5. Okay, so I hope you found this video and this information helpful. And again, these exercises are great for anybody who's needing to work on that stability, and it will provide pretty much an overall body workout. Thank you.